So I met this chick at the bar.
Yeah?
Oh, she was hot. She was just like, hey,
man,
you just want to
awesome.
And I was like, yeah.
Too easy.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
CIB.
Oh.
Hey, where'd you earn that CIB at?
The PX? What? It's not stolen valor. I bought it with my... Oh!
Hey, look at this crew.
Whoa.
What up? Up?
It's all fucking head. Holy fuck balls.
I know it's a lot of head.
It's a lot of head. That's what she
There
said.
is a lot of head there. We could
Lot of
change this
faith.
around a little bit.
It feels a little bit better.
Well, oh no.
Josh always
Hold on,
likes
let me
being
get
on the
close.
bottom. So
Power bottom.
Fucking power bottom. Jesus Christ. No love.
Uh,
No love. No rest for the wicked.
yeah,
Goddamn.
that's right. You need new friends.
Always. Always.
You know, it's funny that we're doing this because I think what prompted this was some Doofus Crest coverage.
Yeah.
When
How did we get under the polygraph? It was you and I.
oh,
talked.
it was Todd challenging Ryder to take a polygraph.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, it was Todd. That's right. And then we got on the subject of polygraphs.
You and we started laughing about it. And then I remembered that DeWitte took two of them, took one on the Dr. Phil show, which he failed miserably.
Yeah.
And then the second one he paid for himself. And then when it came out that he was deceptive, he reversed the charges on his credit card. So the guy
Yeah.
had to sue him to get paid.
That was great.
I would never in a million years do a fucking lie detector test in public, on live, or anything where anybody else could ever see it. Ever.
I would
No.
just never. I would never volunteer for one. I mean, I have volunteered, I guess technically, but like it was
That's
required.
different. That's different. That's not Dr. Phil's show. That's not in front of millions of people. You know what I'm saying? No, fuck that shit. It was bad enough doing it in front of the examiner and a couple cops or whoever I was doing it for at the time.
Yeah.
You know, it was bad enough. And you know what? I'm not lying on the thing, but you just fucking feel like you're lying. You know what I mean? It's
And they
just like
want
you just
yeah. And they want you to feel that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, in my career, the only time I've ever been subjected to that was, like I said, when I was in MP school a million years ago, and the CID guys, they needed dummies to come in and sit for their polygraph training. And it was all, you know, scripted questions that ask you, you know, is this your hometown, blah, blah, blah. And they were all stupid questions, nothing crazy. But, you know, you'd get done with a module early or something, and then you'd get detailed out to go sit for them. But, you know, in my entire law enforcement career, I've never really had any dealings with it.
My first one, I was 21, 22 years old. And I was going to work at the US Bank tower downtown, the main big fucking high-rise building downtown.
Yeah.
As a corporate bank guard, right? So you had to do a lie detector test for that because you're dealing with everybody's money. So I'm like, all right, I ain't got a problem with that. So I go, but I popped on a stealing question, like you know, have you ever stolen from an employer? And I'm sitting there, and I'm sweating that question anyway. And I was like, hold on, we got to talk about that, because you know they come in and they ask you about it. What about this question? I was like, well, on this question, they didn't even get to tell me that I had been deceptive on that question. I said, there's a question there about stealing from your employer that we got to get out here in the open, because in the military, we acquire a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, technically it's stealing, but it's not, you know, because you're taking it from one government person and taking it to another government unit to use it, you know, so you're stealing, but it's staying within the army. You know what I mean? So, and they you know, it's the whole bullshit.
Liberating.
We acquire stuff that we take home too.
I have never heard a more E4 Mafia fucking statement.
Fucking A, right?
I was thinking that same shit. I was like, so it's stealing. You're just okay with it.
It's called
And they were like,
culturally, it's all
tactical
right.
acquisition.
Yes, sir. And they were like, well, that's the question that we had a question about. So you covered that, and we understand that. I'm like, that's right, motherfucker.
Yeah, I got one. The two ones that got me, and they were both on suitability ones, suitability polys. Yeah, right. Was one was, have you ever worked for a terrorist organization or whatever? And I was like, no, and I know what they meant, but they're like, hey, you're whatever. They don't say pinging, but you know what I mean? Whatever term they use. Hey, you got indicators on this thing, the terrorist thing. I'm like, I worked. You have people that you talk to, you have things. I was part of this program. We dealt with these guys a bunch. And they're like, that's not what we're talking about. I'm like, I know that's not what you're talking about. In my head, I can't get fucking and then I kept thinking about it. And then they were fine. Ultimately, they were fine. And then the other one, this was the last one I did, was contact, unreported foreign contact. Because my ex-girlfriend, who worked at an agency, she had Chinese national friends. And I was like, well, I never reported them. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. She reported it, right? And I'm like, yeah, she did. And they're like, it's fine. But man, they just really make you, it's an interrogation tool. I mean, that's all.
Was that your Venezuelan girlfriend?
No, no, I married
Your Peruvian wife.
Yeah. Well, I had a Venezuelan girlfriend before I met her, I guess, technically, but no. This was a white girl from Chicago who spoke fluent Mandarin and fluent French.
See where you go wrong? Think about it. You always go wrong when you go with the white chicks.
That chick taught herself guitar, and then she picked it up as we were dating. And then because she could speak fluent Mandarin, learning songs in Mandarin. It was insane. I was like, how is this girl with me?
Dude, I don't mean to be an asshole, but that's what I ask myself all the time. I'm sitting there watching, look, you are not the specimen of manlyhood in those days. Let's be honest. And you paraded it around. And she was fine as frog hair. And I'm just sitting there like, dude, and she's a genius. So she's brilliant. And she's with you. And I'm like, what the fuck? There's something broken somewhere.
It was that rooftop pool, man.
Yeah, but good. No, she was great with the kids and everything. I mean, it's like, good for you. Good for you.
And then, it's me. So I fucked it up. But
what's that song?
You sure she wasn't playing a mandolin?
Yeah.
Bump.
Yeah, you're from the 70s, but I'm a 90s bitch. Whatever that song is, that was my song for you guys.
The mandolin?
A mandolin.
Never mind. Go ahead.
I'm going to stab you in the face with a penis.
I swear to God, next time you come to St. Louis, I'm kicking the shit out of you. Keep that energy up, hippie.
Okay, Todd, calm down.
I know. Right? Oh, didn't he have a red Adidas jacket too? Oh shit, I'm in my Todd outfit.
Well, yeah, you're threatening to kick his ass, and
yeah, I know.
And he's got to come to you.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's right. Exactly. He's got to come to me too. I dare you.
You know, it was funny the other day when we were stream sniping him, and then he started stream sniping us, and he made a comment about a QRB board, qualitative management retention board, but I never went through one. The only person that was even talking during that time frame that had been boarded out of the military for being weak was him.
Yeah.
Because he flat out said, I got injured and I wouldn't have the surgery. Oh, you fucking pussy.
And then his first enlistment ended with him getting a court-martial.
Yeah, the exalted rank of private.
Oh, what? I wasn't aware of all of these details because I don't care, but that's interesting.
It is, isn't it? It is. I mean, again, if you know, him or people like him didn't just go around saying, it would be like if I had that. Like I go around, I talk about my military time, blah blah blah, whatever.
Hey,
but
so let's we need to
Sure.
talk about add the stage, add the stage, add the stage.
I was like, what the fuck?
I know.
Yeah.
What did Josh do now? God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's me. I'm almost as technically challenged as he is. Not
got-
quite as much, but
I get PTSD from my friends so badly. I was like, what did I do?
yeah, we're gonna talk about everybody's favorite major. Oh, I'm hearing an echo.
My favorite special. Well, he's my second favorite major.
Oh, we have one. We have
Well, this is my
him-
he's my third favorite major.
Oh, okay. You're not thinking of Trinity, of Canada.
No, I was thinking of the current SecDef.
Oh.
So this was way back when I first started looking at this ass clown,
Douchebag.
and I had seen the videos where he was claiming all kinds of different shit, all in the same fucking clip. You know, about his military career, which was non-existent because why? He was a registered sex offender at the age of like 18 or 19. No, it might have been a little bit later, but
There's not a waiver for that?
well, he had a felony at the age of 18. So for impersonating a police officer, go figure.
Oh. Wait,
There
he's a
you go.
registered sex offender. Did Todd defend him?
Well, he'd probably thank him for his service.
I mean, technically,
The
yeah.
Special Forces infantryman.
I mean, he's got all the makings of somebody that Todd would thank for his service.
His current status is confinement. And like I said, the only bad thing about him being in jail is we don't get any new content.
I know.
Because he was always good for new content. I mean, every time he would go out and do one of his funeral escorts, he'd be driving 80 miles an hour on a motorcycle with purple and white lights flashing and screaming at people in their cars. And it was gold because he'd record it and then post it.
And then post it. And then he would fight with that hooker girlfriend. And she would get mad and post it. And then that's how he got hemmed up on the damn insurance shit. Oh my God.
Well,
this
yeah,
guy is the
it's-
original.
So his brother hit a taxi or some shit. Then he shows up, tells his brother to take off, and he gets on the bike and rides it into the parking lot to do the accident investigation.
All recorded.
All recorded and posted.
Fucking recorded. And then the literal hooker, not just calling her a name, using a pejorative. She was an actual fucking prostitute. Then
I've
getting
said
mad
this-
at him and posting it. Sex worker.
I've said this before. We catch the stupid ones. Seriously, I mean the super
cops,
smart good
yeah.
criminals. They're still out there. They never get caught. We catch the dumbasses who post the shit online. You know, it's like, God damn, if I could be a cop today, I'd probably be lazy and complacent because of all the technology, but we had to work our balls off. I got it. You know, there was no ring cameras. There was none of this cameras on every corner. There's none of that stuff when I left, you know, and we barely had computer access in my department. So it was today would be incredible. How like this missing person case in Arizona? How does that happen?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
can you
crazy.
imagine too? Like, think about like when Master retired, had to chisel his reports into stone.
Jesus.
I mean, think about modern policing. It's like he's like Captain Caveman.
Hey guys, the median IQ level has been reduced by 50%. Stone Vet's here.
I like it. A counter to the 8.
Yep. And, I embrace my age. I don't give a shit because there aren't very many people out there that are even close to my age and can do half of what I can do. So,
And we're still
I
here.
feel pretty good about it.
That's a fact. No, I fuck with you. We fuck with you because of your age, because it's ridiculous.
Because we can.
You're retired from 2 professions that were actively trying to kill you, and then what do is get a hobby to get a hobby that's trying to kill you.
Actively trying to kill you. Yeah.
It's fucking pretty insane.
That is what it is,
My dad.
All you have to remember is one thing. Pain is weakness leaving the body.
No horse shit. It just hurts now.
So this is our lovely Jeremy Dewitte in all of his glory, currently confined. Probably the only time he's been on time registering as a sex offender in Florida. Because he has been charged with failure to register before. Lewd, lascivious battery with a victim 12 to 15 years old. And there's a whole bunch of shit out there about that. He basically groomed a family friend's daughter.
Yeah.
However, he said he met her in a bar. He was, his brother was killed in Iraq or some shit.
Yeah.
And
did
she's wait, she's like 13 years old and he met her in a bar?
That's what he says.
He said.
Okay.
So when
he had a fake.
Got it.
Yeah. Until they look it up and they're like, whoa. There was somebody even interviewed. I don't know if it was real or not, but supposedly interviewed that girl, right? And then somebody that he was living with at that time who was there for that whole thing.
Just a real fucking scumbag is what he is.
Yeah.
I mean, just no redeeming qualities.
None.
Just blatantly cheats on his wife, lies, commits fraud, will fuck anybody over. It's crazy.
Well, at least he won't be around at the house when his daughter goes through puberty. That's probably a good thing.
Jesus. Yeah. I mean, thank God, Rania, it seems, right? And I think when we were talking about this, someone in the chat had mentioned like him and Rania have split, I guess. It's hard to
I'm sorry, I'm ignoring the chat. There's a lot of people that are more up on him than I am right now. Not that there's a lot to be up on. I mean, the channel Friday International.
Yeah.
That guy is amazing getting all of the FOIA requests, all of the jailhouse phone calls. Even when he's using somebody else's account, he somehow or another, he gets the phone calls.
Yeah,
and
he does.
He's got like every interview that was ever done. Then there was some other people that gained, quite a following, and they've kind of like dropped out, like what was it, Police Tube or something.
Police Tube. That dude was weird.
Yeah,
he had a thing where it looked like he was like kind of trying to impersonate himself. Somebody uncovered some video.
His wife was a dispatcher or something.
Yeah,
in Orange County.
Like I thought that guy was fun at first. I thought, oh, this is kind of funny. He's clearly getting under Jeremy's skin, and and then he like started dressing like I don't know. There was just a lot going on where it was like, oh, this dude's bonkers. And then he got into it with Blue Bacon. What a fucking stupid.
Yeah. Great Games is saying that Rania is in Egypt.
Yeah.
So she must have moved back to Egypt with their daughter. Right, wrong, indifferent, whatever. But hopefully,
He won't sign divorce papers.
Look, if you go to prison, you lose the ability to say anything, and she gets to go. I don't give a shit. And especially
Yeah,
if you're
totally.
a fucking child rapist, you can go fuck yourself.
well, let's take a look at his jail stuff. So he's currently at Jackson CI Correctional Institute down in Florida. That is a state prison. His current release date 12/21/2031. You would want to say, all right, Merry Christmas to me. However, I think he's got a federal 44-month term that's going to be served consecutive. So
Oh,
he's
that's
got a
lovely.
few more years to go after
Merry motherfucking Christmas,
that.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to go from eating state food to eating federal food.
God. It's a lot of fucking prison time. All deserved.
Every bit of it.
All fucking deserved. He is so crazy fortunate that he didn't kill someone or himself driving those fucking bikes. I mean, it was essentially, he might as well have been driving through traffic, just randomly taking shots. And then somehow it never, his fucking riding was insane. Insane.
The police tube guy was driving a retired police car, Dodge Charger, and he used the PA system in his car to pull somebody over.
There was video of him doing something, I remember, and I was like, oh, and he's got a really distinct voice, and so you could tell it was him, even though it wasn't like showing. I was like, oh, this guy is a fucking loser.
So this came off of the correction site. I got it yesterday when I was preparing for our polygraph stuff today. And don't run off, guys. We're gonna be popping in with the polygraph clips. The Metro State YouTube channel is still there.
Yeah.
So all those videos are still there, which is hilarious.
Really, yes.
That was one of the stipulations of his probation was to delete that channel, and he never did. I don't have access. Oh, that's tied to a Google account somehow or another. So whatever. Here's some other shit that came up on that. Current prison sentence. History. Sex offender, not notified the sheriff. Go figure. 6 years, 10 months, 7 years, 9 months, 5 years on false statement to insurance company. Sex offender, not notifying the sheriff's department, 5 years. Falsifying motor vehicle insurance application, 2 years, 6 months. So yeah, he's like I said, he's not scheduled to get out till December of 31.
What is
let's get,
oh yeah, okay, you're probably gonna answer it. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Ask the question.
The type, okay, on the bottom thing, database or database spreadsheet, whatever the fuck. I'm high now. I know. Shut up, hippie. Nobody likes hippie. True story. Type. I'm assuming that's notify. What is P&P? Do you know?
What is what?
Probation and parole.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Oh, probation and parole. Okay.
Think in the context of what we're looking at there, Bubba.
No, I know. I'm tracking.
No, you're not.
Trained observer.
All right,
I
let's
didn't
move
know
on.
until you asked because I was trying to figure it out in my stoner brain too.
Let's see if this one's less confusing for Josh because it's just dates.
There's way too many words and numbers. Bro.
Yeah. Shit. No, now you're throwing a lot of numbers at me. Nobody told me there was going to be math.
Well, you can count the 20 and a half.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Man.
6. What an idiot.
I mean, look how many. So he's got 1, 4, 6 in Seven impersonating law enforcement. Holy fuck. I mean,
with as a sex offender.
Yeah.
Convicted sex offender. Wow.
And you know, so kind of after your time, hippie, I had immediate access to the RMV database on patrol on my MDT. And every time I would see like an old police car, either an Explorer that's got the spotlight or Dodge Chargers, they still had the spotlights on them. Some of them still had a fucking cage in the back. And you run that tag and the owner operator come up 2 out of 3 times. The guy was a registered sex offender. That's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something about that power, wanting that power. Yeah. It would be interesting to get a psych eval of Jeremy.
Because that power as a police officer comes out in control. That's what as cops anyway, that's where our power derived from, was our control of everything. As soon as we showed up, it was ours. And if you didn't agree to the terms that we were setting at the moment, we were going to make you agree to those terms. It was our environment. You were going to be in our world now. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
Well, I mean, ask, tell, make.
Yeah.
First
exactly.
we ask you, then we tell you, then we make you.
I'd have hated been my kids because that's how they were raised too.
I mean, it sounds kind of well, yeah. But I mean, that's how
I got made a couple of times by St. Louis cops. I got to the make portion of that. Unfortunately, not proud of it.
Well, sometimes we skip a step.
Oh yeah. I mean, sometimes with St. Louis cops, it felt like there was one stage, and that was bring it.
Well, look, when you're called into fucking Nick's Pub for a 10-10, a fight in progress, you're not coming in asking anybody anything. You're coming in swinging. It's St. Louis, bro. Yeah. That's how it works.
Oh, I don't mind. Yeah, no, I don't even mean that.
And then I know the people at Nick's. It's people like you and me and Ed and all the other dummies. Right?
Oh yeah, the guy was kneeing me, kneeing me in the head. The cop, and he was like, "All right, war hero." We had a whole bunch of us back from Iraq, so it was a bunch of 318th dudes. Cephas was goddamn filming it. He was like, "I'm gonna go get." Hey, we just got back from Iraq, man. We're all partying. Cop was like, "I don't give a fuck."
I was out the back on that one.
Oh shit.
I didn't get caught. I don't get caught. I was a cop.
Yeah. I was a dumbass. That's what I was.
We were all dumbasses, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Not as dumbass as this mofo, though.
Gams, are we having a problem with sound, or are you hearing everything okay? All of a sudden, the chat just kind of dwindled down there.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
So let's take a look at the Dr. Phil. Just a little clip out of the Dr. Phil when they're talking to the polygraph examiner and the lead up to it, and then Jeremy's reaction to it. This is pretty good. Again, fair use, folks.
Listen up.
We're giving our commentary, and this is for educational purposes. They're probably still going to fucking strike me for it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not monetized anyway. I don't give a shit. So
They'll
here
also,
we go.
Yeah.
I didn't even check my
test.
No, sir.
It all went professional and
Yeah, he was
everything. So
very sharp.
Good, bad, or indifferent, you have no
Oh, I wouldn't play it full.
issues.
I don't know, full screen.
Not at all.
with it whatsoever. Gil, when it comes to polygraph exams, you're also a countermeasures expert. Explain what countermeasures are.
Countermeasures are behaviors.
So take this into the back of your mind, countermeasures. If you do a quick search on Google about countermeasures for polygraph, there's fucking tutorials on it, on how you can train yourself to be the polygraph, so on and so forth. You'll see that when DeWitte videotapes him taking his own private polygraph. You'll see him. He's sitting there, and you could tell he's either biting his tongue or concentrating, and it's pretty obvious. But
I had an old school lieutenant, because I did polygraphs before Google, long before Google, and he told me to fucking, if I was concerned about any of the answers I was going to give, to put a tack at the end of my sock, and when I go in, to just press down on that tack on every answer. You have to do it on every answer, because if not, then it's going to give, So I was like, okay, I don't need to do that, but I appreciate it. So I've never looked it up after that, but now I'm going to have to. But that's
I've heard the same thing.
Yeah.
I've heard the same thing. Oh, if you just put a tack in your shoe, step down on it.
Yeah, there was a lot. The first one I took was just a counterintelligence one. It was pretty easy, just because I was dealing with crypto. And that was way before Google and all that shit too. But when I was taking the suitability ones, I was getting a little bit nervous, like just what to expect. And I saw those countermeasures thing, and I'm like, well, I mean, not to sound whatever, but I was like, well, I'm just going to tell the truth.
Whatever.
Like whatever. I just mean, like, I'm not trying to sound like I'm some sort of, I just told you I got arrested for bar fighting. But like,
okay,
I was like, there's no hiding. Plus, that was the shit I did. And that shit they're going to know anyway, because I got arrested for that shit. And so the arrest is something they can find. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to have to tell the fucking truth and just fucking, because all those countermeasures sound like you're taking a risk. It's just making you more nervous. Those things are nerve wracking as it is. They suck.
Well, and a lot of it, they say you could train yourself for it.
Or you can just tell the truth. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, with people like DeWitte,
Yeah.
that fucking kid couldn't tell you the truth if he had to, if his life depended on it.
It is insane how much he lies.
He probably couldn't tell the truth on purpose. He could, he couldn't forcefully, compulsively tell the truth.
If he told the truth, it would show deceptive.
Yeah. Lying. Him and Ernie,
let's
man.
continue.
Yeah.
He's going to talk about it.
that you can do during specific questions on the exam to enhance physiology on those areas and appear as a truthful individual. That's why we have activity sensors on the floor for your feet, activity sensors on the chair.
Hey, by the way, you can just stop it real quick.
Core movements.
What it is with the countermeasures, it's not to show that you're truthful. It's that you're screwing up your baseline. And that's why your lieutenant was saying you got to do it for every one, because you got to set your baseline at a thing. Anyway, go ahead.
Thanks, Techie.
And the rubber tubes that go over your chest and your stomach.
I'm only smart about a couple of things.
Upper body movements, upper
I got
body activities. So if you were to try to manipulate any of those, we actually have the sensors that tell us this data is true, this data is not true.
Did that play into the test yesterday?
Yes, it did.
But ultimately, with your expertise and the screening devices, were you able to get a clean test?
I did.
Okay. Well, let's look at the results.
I couldn't provide you a clean test today if I fucking tried to.
Look at the results.
Polygraph or other.
They didn't show him actually taking the test on the Dr. Phil show. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. Hippie, did you know that Josh's BFF was on this show?
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Blue Bacon.
Blue Bacon was on this
show.
No,
I didn't know that.
Under a fake name. Yeah, under a fake name.
Yeah.
Really?
He was on the show, and he was not allowed to ask any questions about military service. And that was, I think, one of the stipulations that DeWitte said, I'm only going to talk about this. I will not talk about any of my military career, blah, 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 which was non-existent because he really didn't have anything to talk about.
Yeah.
Other than his jump into Fallujah.
Hey, why you gotta do that when I take a drink, man? Oh shit! His jump into Fallujah, huh?
Yeah, he
got a
jumped
mustard
into
stain for
Fallujah
Fallujah.
and he had a riser pop and injured his back.
Oh fuck me! Oh.
Yeah,
I don't know
DeWitte's
nothing about
DeWitte is
parachutes. I'm a leg, but I know nobody fucking jumped into fucking Fallujah. We were already there, you moron.
right.
We didn't invade it. We were already there. All we did was tell everybody to leave, and then we started kicking the fucking dog shit out of the entire city.
Yep.
Parachuting in. Oh, dude, that was a good one. Got me tight.
Misty-eyed girl.
Have
I
you
think
knowing-
Chip Springer. Or no, he was out of Cincinnati. Maury Povich. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Misused your given funeral escort rights to appear as someone empowered by law enforcement? And your answer was
No.
2. Have you falsely presented
Liar.
yourself to a
Yeah, he just.
The first two questions are pretty. The third question, we'll talk about it.
citizen as someone empowered by law enforcement? And your answer was
No.
3.
Wait, can you, what was
Ask
the
the guy he
question?
was screaming at.
What was the question? I missed it a bit. It said,
Fucking, here we go.
have you
Fucking-
falsely presented yourself as to a
We'll
civilian?
go over the questions again for you, Josh.
Yeah.
Can you get a crayon and a
I
piece
was
of
about to
paper?
say, I'm down to the nub on my crayon, goddammit.
Have you falsely presented yourself to a citizen as someone empowered by law enforcement? And your answer was
No.
3. During the course of your duties, have you knowingly used authority exclusively given to law enforcement officers?
Now, that question itself, probably not a good question, because under the statute for him doing the funeral escorts, they can enter an intersection when the light is green, and if it turns red, they can stop traffic to allow the rest of the procession to go through. That is usually something that law enforcement can do. They can direct traffic against traffic control devices. So, question, probably not a good question for this fucking retard.
And your answer was
No.
no. So you answered no to all 3 questions. And what was the result?
It is my opinion that Mr. DeWitte was being deceptive to the target questions.
Okay, and what numerically,
Shocked.
what would he have to have scored to have come out
This is
deceptive?
great.
This methodology calls for a -3 or less in order to be in the deceptive range. Mr. DeWitte scored at a -37.
A -30. That's how I came up
face
with that
right
whole
there.
video on the -37 special farces.
I thought you were making fun of me and Josh.
No. -37 special farces. And
That was our Army West was 37 Fox, and
37
you know everybody makes fun of us trying to be special forces guys and all that shit. I thought you were just fucking dragging our balls through the glass.
no,
Oh,
I
that's-
didn't even know 37 was your MOS.
Yeah.
No, that was his -37 fucking score on his polygraph. Look at his face. Look at this pause face. Look at his eyes. They're bugging
That
out of
is-
his fucking head.
Pop out like a cartoon, right, Matthew?
So this was not a close call.
This was not
How-
a close call.
How did he?
At no time was I lying. I know that I was very nervous. I know that this is my life that we're fighting for, but I can't answer that.
What does it mean he's fighting for his life? I don't
Jail.
understand.
It's so that was the
That's-
one that was done at the
that's not your
Dr.
one.
Phil show.
Well, you know
Yeah.
who else talks in those terms is I mean, I know I keep bringing not to keep, but all our people, all the doofuses you look at always posit these fucking thing YouTube as like life or death some kind of more good versus evil. It's like, shut up. I mean, for him, it was his freedom. For DeWitte, it was his freedom.
Yeah, it was his freedom, as we saw. And like I said, he's got that federal detainer. He's got 40 something months he's going to have to do after he finishes this one. So
yeah. How old is he? He is
1980. He was born.
Oh, okay, so he's not quite our
46.
age. God.
Yeah, by the time he gets out, he'll be in his 50s.
And he's the type of dude who's going to go in there and then come out and have learned how add stuff to better his stuff. There's no way he's just going to a normal life after he gets out. There's no fucking way. Like,
he'll add to his grift somehow or another.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and he'll have learned tools. He'll have picked up tools from listening to all these other prisoners and tell their stories and figure out, because that's what he does. Is he figures out ways to try and get away with the statute thing.
Can you imagine being the CO on his block?
Oh my God.
Always hear him crying.
Yeah. Also,
I can only imagine his military tales of fucking grandeur.
He's definitely telling, him and Kaiser are both definitely telling military stories. Both those dudes.
At least Kaiser tried basic training twice.
Well, it's gonna be hard when your mouth's so full.
I mean, there was so much craziness going on with this. He got a letter from a recruiter in Florida when he was trying to get out of something. I think it was when he was 18 and he caught the felony charge. And he was trying to get out of the felony charge, saying he was joining the National Guard. I actually called that recruiting office.
Oh, really?
Spoke to an E7 there who says, oh, yeah, I remember that recruiter, but I doubt that's a letter he would give to anyone. It wasn't even in the proper format of a military letter or anything.
Like a VA letter that we saw.
Yeah. So, as you can see, he was not fucking very happy with the results, even though he said the guy was very professional and did an awesome job. And I didn't train myself well enough in countermeasures, and he figured out I was being deceptive. Well, Decepticons. I'm going to go get my own. And he had his skank girlfriend videotape it.
And it's still up on YouTube.
Squeeze to make sure that the pressure is even throughout the top.
I'm sorry, the audio is pretty low on that.
Not like trying to feel your bicep.
Hey, just feeling my breath, so I mean.
Right. I'm just looking for any excuse. Right?
Yeah, right.
All right, arm over. Perfect.
I told that to one of the arresting officers because he's been.
Oh, this might be the wrong video.
Said, you finally got to touch me while you were patting me down. You finally got to touch me, huh?
Oof.
Yeah.
What a fucking
hilarious.
I think I got a better video. I did a better video clip of it. I just got to find it. Give me 1 second. Feel free to heckle amongst yourselves.
I've got nothing to heckle.
Oh. Of all the bad shit that hippie is, I don't know. Let's see here.
See, you can't think of a damn thing.
I know. I mean, the truth is,
You can't think of the truth either.
I know. I was about to say you've got great integrity, but then I knew you from back in the day.
Yeah, this is true. I don't ever really claim that.
No, you do not. You do not. But then I was like, no, that's not. I'm like, he's a dirty fucker just like me. Get Niedermeyer on it. He's a conniving little shit just like you.
Who?
Niedermeyer is from Animal House.
Oh, Niedermeyer. Got it.
So here he is actually taking the exam.
Well, movie references.
Right, the number 3.
Hippie, you wearing a social D shirt? Yeah, you are. Hell yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I got drunk with Mike Ness at LAX.
God, you and your stories, bro.
I know. Well, when you're a fucking
So
when you
the,
get lay
the
over in
audio,
LAX.
the audio on this sucks.
Oh, is it going? Oh, I mean, you can see how high his
blood pressure too.
Yeah, they say I'm triple digit over. Yes.
triple digit. Aren't most people triple digit in one of them? Yeah, that graph.
You could see he's doing something.
Yeah. It's in his foot.
Maybe it's in his
God,
butt.
polygraphs do suck. Richard AT and the Hizzy. What's up, Richard? I think he's looking down. And he's not moving his.
Yeah, he's obviously trying to use some type of countermeasure.
Have you ever knowingly?
Oh, there we go. God, look at that fucking deviation.
Have you ever lied to loved ones?
No.
Have you ever lied to a loved one? No.
Probably before I left the house today.
Yeah. Also,
at least twice.
I mean, Jesus, man.
Probably
When
3 times before he woke up.
When they ask you that kind of shit on a polygraph, by the way, you're supposed to say yes, because everybody has.
Yeah.
How you feeling? Fine. You lying motherfucker.
You
See?
son of a bitch.
Let's see. Toward the end. Oh.
Metro States.
Metro State VPU. Vehicle Protection Unit, I think is what he
Vehicle
called
Protection Unit, yeah.
Fucking so gay.
I know.
Oh man.
Hippie, I'm surprised you haven't seen some of this stuff.
Any of it I've seen has been through you or
Whoa.
Josh. I don't. That's not how I YouTube, man.
Well, I'm glad I can lift you up a little bit today with some of this ass hattery.
I got down a rabbit hole with it probably the same time everybody else did. COVID era. I mean, I feel like it was closer to COVID.
Are you afraid that I'll ask a question on the test that we have not talked about?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the audio on this. I probably should have just brought it up on his YouTube site. But you could tell that most people, he hasn't moved his fucking head at all.
Florida.
You're not supposed to.
Oh,
You're supposed to literally not even not. It's like if you say yes, or they'll have you not. Like I would nod I was nodding too much. I'm like, this is ridiculous. How am I not? And they're just doing it to fuck with you. They're doing it to get you to just like.
Have you knowingly used authority exclusively given to a law enforcement officer? I'm going to say that again. During the course of your duties, have you knowingly used authority exclusively given to law enforcement officers? I don't like that question. Yeah. Every time we said it, the more I thought about it, it basically can be construed as, during the course of your duties, have you used law enforcement officer authority? Well, per statute, like you're saying, I'm able to direct traffic. I get what he's trying to do there. Mm-hmm. He's trying to say, have you...
He's not allowed to direct traffic. He's allowed to stop traffic if they are holding an intersection. He can't just pull up and start directing traffic.
It's different.
Glock, he is frozen. You're frozen, Top.
Fuck me.
It's probably easier when you're frozen.
I first said Jeremy in Iraq. He was charging bunkers, tossing grenades like candy canes.
Did he have a bag of 50 like TK?
Yeah, he had a bag of 50 grenades. There I was, no shit.
Well, even though I was frozen, probably still not as cold as the last piece of pussy Josh had.
Oh God.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ. No, she was alive.
Look, you make it sound like that was a barely kind of statement.
I was gonna say I didn't. You're not. You know, the qualifier isn't pretty.
Okay, not pretty. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a much better qualifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing so good with this camera, and then all of a sudden it just took a shit.
Josh is here.
Knowingly used like outside, you know,
Right,
law
like
enforcement
hold somebody over, or use red blue lights.
Right.
Right.
The problem with that question is it goes into a portion that it's not worded great. It leaves too much to the imagination. If you get asked more than 3 times, it doesn't mean you failed. It just means you're getting more data.
Right.
What he basically was implying is, well, I just want to get more evidence against you. That's,
Right.
for lack of a better word, it's bullshit. You don't do that to people because then you set them up to fail. So the second that he asks you that 4th time, you're gonna go, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's not a science, and it never will be a science. I would say that you would pass.
I mean-
would gladly say that. So, you know, I am technically a court-certified expert witness, so I could testify at any time.
So I guess somehow or another, he piecemealed some of this together to make it sound like he passed. And then he goes on a fucking rant. This is hilarious.
You said this the other day. They just want to be angry.
Right.
They want something to hate on.
They're talking
What's up,
about the one
guys?
question. It was the one question that was in dispute. Because as soon as he found out it showed deception on the other ones, he fucking reversed the charge on his card. And the guy had to sue him to get paid. But here he is after the fact.
Hitting you up after my poly. Didn't want to get into it too much before I went in. Didn't want to get my blood pressure up and stuff. But I don't know about you, but I mean, I can see my face.
But
I know what time it is. So, but we're going to get it on the internet so you guys can see it on YouTube.
what time is it in
But
jail?
I passed
dude?
that shit. Hook, line, and sinker, flying colors, whatever you want to call it. Easy, not a problem. And we even have some audio that we're gonna get up. Not too much because we don't want to put this guy on Front Street because all you fucking piece of shit trolls. But
You bastards.
man, he even said that, you know, flying into another state, doing all the videotaping before and stuff, you shouldn't have been doing the polygraph for at least a week, on and on. Plus, they word it, and I'm going to say it because you won't see this until probably after Dr. Phil, but they word it as deception. But deception and inconclusive for polygraph examiners.
No, it's not.
No. It isn't. I mean, that straight isn't.
Inconclusive and deception are not the same thing.
Yeah.
Inconclusive
So
means
that's why there's 2 different words.
exactly. They couldn't determine one way or another. It's kind of like that uncharacterized discharge. You weren't in long enough for the Army to even have a fucking opinion about your service.
I mean, it's actually even, it's so funny. And then he was shown to be deceptive on it.
Yes.
Is the exact same definition. So
I
So
think
I
if
do
you look
feel
in
like
the dictionary, it's not.
Yeah. Like, not at all. They're not synonyms. Look at me.
Oh,
sounding
good
scared real
pause
quick.
face.
Yeah.
That's his
I
face.
bet you he's
now.
doing a lot of that right now.
So bad.
inconclusive is what they should have said, but because it's Dr. Phil and they want ratings, they put deceptive to make it look worse. But I never lied and I never misrepresented the facts.
We know
And
somebody else that says they don't
I
lie.
actually passed the exam. The issue is probably more than likely on the California one, I have inconclusive readings because of my blood pressure and the environment that I was in. But in no way, shape, or form was I lying or giving false information. Deceptive and inconclusive is the exact same definition for a polygrapher.
He's fucking lying right there.
It's
If
it's
his lips are
amazing.
moving, there's a lie coming out.
He believes this shit. I think he believes himself.
When he talks in his sleep, he's lying.
God damn, this dude is amazing with his ability to just lie about any and everything. And then shit that you just saw. God, it's crazy.
For when they're doing a polygraph. So, and he said the same thing, and you'll hear the audio. He's just as much as a professional, worked for the sheriff's office for many, many years doing polygraphs, licensed by the polygraph companies and throughout the United States, you know, whatever they have, the association. So ultimately the same background as the other gentleman. Again, the other gentleman probably didn't say deceptive. He'd probably say it was inconclusive, because there's either passing, inconclusive, or lying. And inconclusive is also labeled as deceptive because that's the same definition for a polygrapher.
Wait. But yeah, girl, exactly. So much easier to tell the truth. Wait, what?
Right.
Fuck. Oh my. This is why I'm saying, like, it would be interesting to me just because I'm fascinated with weird humans.
Stupid people.
Like, yeah, stupid people. I really am. I
mean, that's why you started Doofus Crest.
Yeah, I mean, it is why I watch.
I mean, that could be a fucking Netflix hit.
God, man. So Doofus Crest is in full swing right now. It's insane. It's insane.
All right.
Yeah, -37. It wasn't even. I mean, the guy wasn't like, well, it could be either or. No, the guy is like, this is the most deceptive I've ever seen.
Yeah. You know, you need a -3 or less, and he banged out -37.
Oh my God. Plus, you can just tell, though. I mean, but that just goes to show, all of this goes to show to me is how you form the questions, what questions they ask. It's an interrogation tool. When people have asked me about the polygraph, I've always just said, tell the truth. That is the easiest countermeasure to a fucking polygraph, is to tell the goddamn truth.
Yeah.
And then you're not overthinking, because you literally, like, Top, you were saying he hadn't moved his head. You literally have to sit there, and the guy's like, just nod, don't say yes or no. Like, it's you're answering yes or no to questions, just move your head barely. And because they're not really looking for that, they're looking at the indicators. They're not really looking at your
You
head.
have to tie your fucking hands down to the chair.
Yeah, I mean, essentially. But you got, also you got past.
Guido's gonna do Guido shit.
For me, it was incredibly hard to fucking. You have to sit there with your feet flat. You have to sit like you're in you're in boot camp, and have your hands flat out. You had shit on your fingers. You got shit going around your fucking chest.
Why do you have shit on your fingers? You wash your hands when you're done, you nasty muppet.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you said shit on your fingers. I just came in dirty, man. Did you just eat chocolate?
I just learned to wipe without getting shit on my hands.
Yeah.
There's that.
Way easier. But yeah, those things. But they're interrogation tools. But so if you just go in understanding that, and understanding that literally your best countermeasure to anything is to tell the truth, because you're going to be the most relaxed if you're telling the truth. Really.
Unless you know you can't tell the truth.
Unless you know you can't tell the truth, but it's going to be those guys. I mean, I don't know about the day-to-day counter intel dudes, but I can say at the agencies, if you're doing it for employment, federal agencies for employment, those guys know what they're looking for, and it's going to be hard for you to get to lie. I would find it difficult to lie and get it past them. They're gonna between all the interview shit you got to do, and then they use all of that in the polygraph, and then the polygraph is an interrogation within itself, and then all the admin, background check and everything. They're gonna find shit.
So I'm curious as to how that all came up on Doofus Crest with Toddler.
Why?
What made him think to ask Ryder to take a friggin' polygraph?
Because everything from him is a movie. Like he gets all his shit from like movies and TV shows and shit. I don't know.
I think Todd should take one. We can ask him questions like
sniper training.
Did you attend sniper training?
Did you play
Did you
football?
carry half of your commander's body out of a Blackhawk?
Oh my God. Did you stack dead bodies in a Connex box like firewood?
That's a lot of bodies, bro.
That is a ton.
But I'll say this. My team encountered a lot of bodies. Lots and lots and lots of bodies.
Yes.
And we never stacked them like cordwood. We never stacked them in a box. We treated the remains with dignity and respect. It's amazing how that works.
The only time I saw bodies stacked is when we went to the hospital in Mosul, and down in their morgue, they just had them stacked.
That's America too. America's no different in that realm.
No, I mean
I mean it too. You go the medical examiner's office in St. Louis. We went in there as part of detective school. You get to witness an examination, right? It's lovely, and you get a full tour. And I mean bodies stacked on top of bodies, on top of bodies, on top of bodies. It's incredible.
Sounds gross.
That's weird. Kind of gross. Never had to do
why
that.
Would you? And also, why would you need to be putting the bodies into a Connex box? I don't know.
That's
like, why would you even need to do that? It's such
they go to coolers for one thing, even in Iraq.
And they've got mortuary affairs that handle all that.
What? The whole Emma West that does that? What do you want about?
Am I speaking truths here or what?
They're the guys that have this whole freaking little area of a fob that's like a black hole that everybody avoids like the absolute plague until you got to go pick up gear or something or pieces of you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you never ever go anywhere near that one specific spot in the fob.
Well, I'm trying to think. I don't think we dealt with Iraqi dead. So I think he was trying to refer that they were stacking Afghan dead, right?
Mine was Iraqi dead.
Really? That's
yes.
Crazy. Yeah. I mean, that would just be a terrible choice. It would, first of all, it would fucking smell. And
it does.
I don't know. And I don't even know what the point of that would be.
He's trying to build up his trauma credentials, dude. That's all it is.
Oh, no. I mean, I understand the lie, but I mean, I understand
you've never heard me really talk about the bridge that Jimmy and I dealt with. And that whole freaking fiasco that followed. It was the end of our tour. It was April, May, and June that Jimmy and I were down there, and it was brutal. Yeah. I mean, it was the whole reason we reinvaded Salman Pak. And when we got there, we pulled out dozens and dozens of executed Iraqis, men, women, and children who were bound, gagged, and executed and thrown in the river. We didn't stack them like cordwood. You know what I'm saying? That's just not how we treated the dead. And it was gnarly, bro. It was, I can still smell it. It's ingrained in my nostrils for the rest of my fucking life. That's what got me at the cemetery. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. When you dig up the dead, they're waterlogged. Mm-hmm. You know, I was instantly back on the Tigris banks, and it was crazy. But it's not something you just, it's not something you casually it's not a casual conversation piece. It's nothing we discuss really. It's not one of those things that you fucking shooting shit over some beers or on YouTube with it. It's just not one of those things that comes out. And if you talk about it in that that way, that disrespectful to the dead way, that tells me that it's all fucking bullshit. Or you weren't in the same service that I was in. Even the assholes in our units treated the dead with respect.
Keisha, I was there 06, 07, but I was on the Merez side. I wasn't on the airfield side. But that's, small world. Mosul was a shithole when I was there. I'm sure it was when you shut it down.
My son was there in 2024 and 2025. So.
In Mosul?
Yeah.
Really?
They hung out all over the place, man. He was right over in Erbil. That's where they were based out of.
Yeah, Erbil is that's part of the Kurds, man. That's like safe land.
Dude, they fucking operated in every single space. They didn't matter. Baghdad, they were still flying in and out of Baghdad, Mosul, everywhere.
Crazy that he was there 20 years after us, man.
Yeah.
Nuts.
God.
Well, hey guys, I said I was gonna keep it at about an hour, and we're a little bit over.
On that light note.
Hey, it was great having you guys on, and I'm glad we managed to get into DeWitte a little bit with the polygraph stuff. Doofus Crest, I look forward to the next installment.
Yeah, I don't know when. Keep an eye out. Come on over, not this afternoon, but maybe tomorrow. We'll be up. We'll do something. There's just too much going on. If you're into Doofus Crest, there's a lot of channels that are laughing at. Oh wait, tomorrow's Friday, right?
Yeah, I got that dental stuff tomorrow. I'm not going to be in our meeting tomorrow either. By the way.
Yeah. Okay, we got a meeting tomorrow. Probably not. Anyway, just stay tuned. I'll put a post up. But there's a lot going on, man. There is a lot. There is murder accusations. There's corrupt government officials. There's stolen valor. There's just all kinds of stuff. Physical threats being made, and it's all centered around this little group in Kentucky. It's really funny.
you know, if Toddler really if Cupcake really wanted to build his channel, and I'm saying Cupcake because I know it aggravates him, what he should do is all these people he's threatened to beat their ass, he should go on a road trip and film every one of them.
Yeah.
And his channel would just explode. Of course, he'd be getting his ass kicked on a daily basis, but it would be hilarious.
So this guy, if you're not familiar with this, right now, here's where we're at. The guy is a 56-year-old vet. That's kind of how we got onto him. And he yells physical threat. He threatens to kick everybody's ass on the internet. And then now everybody got sick of him. So now he is befriending and teaming up with this guy who's tried to get who got an emergency protective order put on him, who has admitted he's filed criminal charges, and they're trying to take each other to civil court, and they're all doing it to try and true crime wine mom this other YouTube creator's wife's death. It's fucking bonkers. It is bonkers. There's so much fucking going on.
You know, Hippie, I've had my very first and only contact with civil court, and that was with my illegal towing down in North Carolina. I did prevail in my case, and I won a settlement. But civil court is just fucking weird, man. It's not.
For us, it's
It was really fucking weird, and I was pro se. Small claims, very fucking. Not very formal. It was very informal, and it was just. I showed up in a suit. Stefan, he showed up with his fucking shirt untied. He looked like a fucking homeless guy that came in off the street. But that's all right. That money will spend very easily.
Well, and then now you see where the likes of the Chris Riders and the Todds, where they end up when they go to court, it's probably like that. I imagine, right?
Yeah, and well, it'll be a little bit different because small claims, there was something specific I was going after, and that was the money.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Damn it, I'm money,
It was-
pendejo.
it was $650 or $630 for the tow. I got that back plus quite a bit extra. Well, I had to pay for my driving down and driving back twice,
Yeah.
but I still did okay. It was like $3,491 is what they ended up paying.
Jesus.
It's also, and there's also some principle involved in there.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was.
And
If I
yeah,
didn't get a
sure.
fucking penny,
Yeah.
it was worth it just to have them find on my behalf. Because I was pissed. Anyway, we're keeping it. Guys, thanks
You're
for
good.
coming on. Everybody out there, make sure you have yourself a great afternoon.
Later, everybody.